All right, Shalom. We want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to Apostles of Great Millstone and salutation of the items that's preaching 144 truth coming out of GMS. All right, this is Las Vegas Camp, Man of Valor. I'll go by Colum. Hopefully, coming to you with another edifying lesson to you men, women, and children of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians and speckled birds that fatherline go back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai is your power and your power alone, which Yahweh means He is. All right, He exists. Bahashem in the name, and Yahweh Shah means He delivered. He is salvation. It's lucky. The only ones who's going to receive salvation on this go around is the 144,000 men, first and foremost, which will be that government body, all right, who's fighting for Yahweh Shem Yahshai, all right, giving their lives, being that mouthpiece of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, spreading the good news, all right, like our head apostles, Tahar, Gabar, Apostle Tahar Salaki, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Roman, Apostle Rakal, all right, and all the other apostles, all right, and elders, okay, in that order, all right. That's who is, who that's for. Lord willing, we those men. All right, the 144,000, the men who will be sitting on those 12 thrones. All right, judging the whole house of Israel. All right, like the name of this lesson is, what are you, what are you? Oh, what are you fighting for? I was looking at two, Salaki. All right, what are you fighting for? But it's what are we fighting for? All right, because we're fighting for the mercy first and foremost, all right, from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, that's what we fighting for. All right, see salvation. All right, get beamed up in them chariots, or if you're not already a martyr, for the testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahushai already in the chariot, picking up your brothers and sisters. All right, but that's what we fighting for, man. Those rewards. All right, which I'll have that coming later on this lesson. All right, but that's what we fighting for. Okay, and but you can see that 2/3 of the people of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, and Seminole Indians and speckled birds that fatherline go back to our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, like that's what this is about. It's about nobody else, okay, but the elect. That's who's received salvation on this go around. Right, the 144,000 men, first and foremost, and the men, women, and children who believe on the testimony of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. Like I say, so the name of this lesson is what are we fighting for? But it's really, what are you fighting for? All right. And like Apostle Tahar deemed this year, all right, the 2026, the Apostle, the App State, Salaki, sellouts, and agents. All right. Hey, is scarceful case to be in. All right, you gotta have that fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Kick and drive, boom. Okay, because there's no game out here. All right, we fighting for that salvation. That's what we fighting for. Okay, that's is to receive that mercy. Okay, this is mercy first and foremost. All right, now let's get into the scripts. There's Matthew 5:3. It says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven." Now, Yahweh Shai is almost on his way. I mean, you saw when NASA them keep saying at the three Atlantis, right? When they be showing it and stuff like that. But we know we're in the latter days, those last days. Wars and rumor wars, earthquakes in diverse places, pestilence all over the place, huh? The diseases, new ones. Things is happening. The Charagma, all right, is right around the corner, man. And you got people, men. Hey, it's a scareful case to see those who are not glorifying Yahweh Shem Shai, but those who do, woo. All right, it's just a hey, call your Yahweh Shem Shai. That fire you don't want to be taken from you, all right, and you don't want to be. But those are examples, all right. And like Apostle Tahar always say, you got to fall in love in your lot, all right. But Lord willing, we're part of the elect, all right. That's what I'm talking about, okay. Honoran Ratazah. But I'm going to read Matthew 5:3 again. It says, blessed are the poor in the spirit, for there is the kingdom of heaven. So the ones in poor in spirit, who? All right. The Israelites. All right. Those are the ones who are blessed, because those are the ones who's going to receive salvation. Salvation was given to no one else but Israel. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahshai said he only deals with Israel. Deuteronomy 7:6, Amos 3, 1 and 2. All right. The law, statute, and commandments was given to who? Israel. All right. No one else. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Okay. He don't have no love for nobody else. He don't know nobody else. He don't deal with nobody else. So Lord willing, he's dealing with you. Definitely in this time. Woo, man. It's getting closer and closer. Hey, he almost here. We're almost out of here. The later, not the now. And you got a lot of our people, two-thirds of our people, they selling out. And you see men falling out. But the truth, woo, man. All right. No matter what bullshit you going through in your life, you got to stay on that straight path, that straight and narrow. All right. Being fair in scripture. You can't get knocked off. That's what Satan is trying to do. Speaking of myself first and foremost. All right. To stay, hey, keep going. What? We're almost there. The crown. All right. Fight for your crown. Fight for that pebble, that white stone, man. All right. And that's what we're doing. Okay. And you keep doing that. Okay. And I wanted to get more in that word bless here in the blue letter. Right. Let's get it right here. It's going to be H31 and 7.
Strong's G 3107. Makarios.
All right. Don't really have that much, but it says blessed, happy. Okay. That's the elect. They're going to be very, very happy. All right. When they receive the kingdom. And what is it? Because the kingdom is it's within. All right. Before it's a place. Okay. Because it starts from within. All right. Walking in that inner man. All right. And then it says a prolonged form of a particular, meaning the same, supremely blessed by expansion, fortune, well off. There's a reward by doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Diligently. Salaki and Dawada. Call your lawyer about Shem Yahshai, all right? It might, but that blessed, man, the elect, fighting for that. Okay. Yeah, that well off. All right, because I have that that's that Romans 8:17. Joint heirs with Yahweh Shem Yahshai. What? He's gonna give you the blessing of what he was blessed with from the Father Yahweh. Hey, if y'all don't know what love, like when a woman says you know what love is, no, you don't. All right. That's love. The creator of creation is sharing his blessing with his creation. Hey, call your Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai B'Shem Kakadash. Lord willing, part of that number. To keep fighting, man. To keep going. All right. I think it was done. Yeah, it was done on that. But that well off. All right. That reward. Like Job, the story of Job is a beautiful story. He lost everything, which he was rich in the world. And he lost what? His wife, his family, his riches. Got sick real bad. But he didn't lose the faith. He kept going. Yahweh Shem Yahshai bless him with like tenfold. But this blessing will be 100-fold. So whatever you lose on this side, so what? All right, Micah 2 and 10, this ain't our rest, man. Keep going. Forget all this shit. All right? It's Yahweh Shem Yahshai. That's it. That's all. All right? But that was it on this one. All right, so let's keep going. It says, blessed are that mourn, for they shall be comforted. All right? Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. And who's going to really inherit the earth? All right? The men of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, those saints. All right? The saints of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. All right? At Daniel 7:18, when the saints take the kingdom, all right? But who inherited the earth? Because the earth was already given to Yahweh Shai. All right. There's going to be headquarters. Beautiful, gorgeous place throughout the universes. The universe of universes. You understand what I'm saying? So that's who's going to inherit the earth, the 144,000. All right. First and foremost, because they would be the government body of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? And the rest of Israel, all right? Yay, that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for that, because that's going to be a time of righteousness when that's happening. But you can see the end in the beginning. So you see the end, you know, 2 Ezra 6 and 9. The end is Esau. You can see his world's going to shit, all right? And the beginning that follow is Jacob, and you can see, Israel's how the word, the prophecy by the prophets, starting what? Out of GMS. 100% truth of prophecy of who? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. 100% truth. Not coming with no other doctrine, coming in no other damn name of those false ass idols out there. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right. Matthew 5 and 6, all right. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness. That's what we're doing, all right? For they shall be full. Wisdom. Beginning of fear. What? The beginning of fear is wisdom. Knowledge and understanding, pure in scripture. Wisdom. Pooh. Hey. Can't get enough, right? Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure heart, for they should see Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and we see Yahweh Hashem Yahushai through these scripts. All right. And the Lord, in the times that he was on the scene, Lord willing, we was walking with them in that time. All right. See, we belong to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, no other nation. All right. Gotta always clarify that, because, you know, Israel always think they think everybody can be accepted. They got that fucking love everybody spirit. That's a demon. You got to get that off of you, Israel. All right. It's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's it. All right. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And blessed are which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, in which we know prophets, all right, men of the Lord are going to be persecuted for this, all right, for this word. All right. That's going to happen. All right. And that's a beautiful thing. All right. Because you saw how the prophets went out for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. And it says, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. All right. So we know that we in the latter days, we at the end of this, man. And it's beautiful times, but scary times at the same time. But we know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is almost here. All right. He's almost here. All right. I'm going to grab, you know, what it really is Matthew 6 and 19, because, you know, what we're fighting for is it's like stock, right? And this guy at work always up, oh, would you getting stock? Like, I mean this and that. I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm not doing worldly stock. I'm doing spiritual stock. I'm investing in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's where I'm pinning all my everything in. Like that Nipsey saying, all money in. No, I'm pinning everything that I got in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because I want to reap the benefits. Okay, and the benefits is beautiful. Okay, and that's what I want. And that's what I'm fighting for. Okay? Hey, all right, this is Matthew 6 and 20. It says, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven where, Slaki, I skip. This is Matthew 6 and 19, Slaki. It says, lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Like, don't pit, like, you got all these two turds and these so-called black Israelites trying to make this place home. All right, trying to buy land and fucking build here and all that, knowing that this place about to get destroyed as a memorial of nobody go. This is not what the fuck to do here in the shores of America. All right, spirit of Egypt, Rome 2.0, Sodom and Gomorrah, this great whore, and you want to make this place home, that's crazy. But hey, Yahweh Shemi Shai gonna deal with that. All right. But that's not the way you're supposed to be going, Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, Seminole Indians. That's not the way, man. All right. That's damn sure not the way. You're not supposed to be trying to set up shop here. All right. Micah 2:10, and I quoted it. This is not our rest. All right. This is not it. He said, use the world, but don't abuse it. The fashion on the world is going to fade away. Pure and scripture. This shit that we see is going to be gone. It needs to go. It needs to be cleansed. All right. It's all contaminated. All fucked up. The air, the food, the clothes, the people. The whole house of Israel. It has to be cleansed. All right. That wickedness got to go. But don't set up your treasures here on earth, which 2/3 of our people have, like your celebrities, all right, your influencers, what they want to be called now, right, your athletes and shit. All these worldly motherfuckers, right, who think they're somebody because they want a name. Fuck your name. Nobody cares about your name. What are you fighting for? They fighting for a name. We fighting for the name of Yahweh Shemi Shai. They fighting for their personal name. Look at me. Look what I done. Look at my achievements. Give a damn about your damn achievements. What are you fighting for? Who are you fighting for? All right, you fighting for salvation? Oh no, you just to get by type living. All right, live your best life here in the shores of America, this great horde. That's what you 2/3 of our people, man. All right, but lay up for yourself treasures up in heaven, where neither moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through for nor still. Slacky. And like I was saying with the guy at the job of like investing, all right. You're supposed to invest in Yahweh Shemi Shai, which that is the later. Okay. To receive mercy, to get to the new bodies, because that's the first reward. Can't get sick, can't die, can't get hurt no more. What? That's that new body starts with that first blessing. Then you go, ooh, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. It's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be so glorious, man. And that's the investment. That's what you need to invest in, Israel. And Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay, it's nothing else. And then you see in people just dropping. All right, because we're in Jacob's trouble. It's not all the way in, but we in it. The sorrows. I mean, it's still things gonna get real colorful in 2026. It's gonna get very, very dark before it gets bright. Because there's a balance, right? 21, Matthew 6:21 says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So I always like to say in now and later, a lot of Israel, right, like the now. All right, they like what they see. They like the glimmer and shit, right? They want to keep up with the Joneses and think all this shit. This shit is, the cars suck, the houses suck, all this shit suck. All right. Wouldn't you want to be in the place that's created for first and foremost Yahweh Shai? All right. But it's Yahweh Shemi Shai. Okay. Would you know it's going to be the best of the best things? I'd rather dwell there than be at this shithole. Okay. But I do what I got, and I'm grateful for what I have. Okay. For the time being at the moment. All right. Because that reward, that investment, this is that investment. We're gonna get to it because this is what we hope for, and Lord willing, you know what I'm saying, being part of the elect, you know, you're part of that number, Lord willing, all right, is to be with Yahweh Shemi Shai to get that blessing. This is Romans 8:17. All right, it says, and if children's, then heirs and heirs of the Most High, all right, and joint heirs of the Mashiach. For if be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. So that's what we're fighting for, all right? Because we want to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shemi Shai. One of my favorite quotes in the Bible, there's a lot, but Psalms 82:6, for I have said, ye are children of the Most High, all right? And children mean sons. Goes back to them joint heirs, those many powers, which I love saying Supermans. Them joint heirs, man, the elect. Men, first and foremost, all right, Revelation 21:3, all right, his tabernacle is with men. So it's the men, that government body with Yahweh Shem Shai, right? Them joint heirs with the Mashiach, right? Whew. Lord willing, part of that number is it's exciting when you talk about it. But that have to suffer. We're suffering, being a living sacrifice for Yahweh Shem Shai right now to get that glorious body, to be joint heirs, to receive what Yahweh Shai was given from Yahweh, what He is going to give you, your portion, your reward. And that's what we're fighting for. That's what we want. All right. So I hope this was an edifying lesson. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshai, Bashir Kakadash. Double honors to Apostles of Great Millstone. All right. Salutation on the brothers and Akims out there. All right. This is Las Vegas Camp Man of Valor. Cologne. Shalom.